Let's get right into it. Number 10, AFK in the wrong game. There are games where going AFK is harmless. And then there are games where standing still for 5 seconds is basically signing your own digital will. You step away real quick. Bathroom, snack, text. The game world does not pause to respect your bladder. Your character stands there staring into nothing, while the universe sharpens a knife specifically for you. Here's the psychology fail. Your brain treats games like low-stakes environments, even when the mechanics are brutally unforgiving. You forget that enemies respawn, hunger meters drain, temperatures drop, or other players exist purely to capitalize on your absence. In survival games, AFK means dehydration, starvation, exposure. In multiplayer shooters, it means becoming a decorative corpse. In permadeath games, it means your entire save file quietly evaporates while you're microwaving pizza. The worst gamer deaths often happen not during epic battles, but during moments of casual disrespect. You didn't lose because you were bad. You lost because you assumed the game cared about you. It didn't. It waited. Basically, the pause button is a social construct, and your game never agreed to it. Number 9, trusting the edge. Gamers see ledges and immediately think, I can make that. This is optimism bias with a controller. Every game has slightly different physics, slightly different jump arcs, slightly different fall damage rules. Your brain, however, treats them all like the last game you played, which is how you confidently sprint toward a cliff like a motivational poster. The fall usually isn't dramatic, it's silent. A step too far, a slide. A tiny correction that never comes. Then gravity does the rest. What makes these deaths iconic is how preventable they were. You could have walked. You could have checked the edge. You could have remembered that this game does not forgive momentum. But your muscle memory betrayed you. Gamers don't die because the gap was impossible. They die because it looked possible. And your brain loves shortcuts more than survival. Basically, the edge didn't lie to you. Your confidence did. Number 8, tutorial boss confidence. There is no confidence more dangerous than surviving the tutorial. You beat the first enemy, maybe 2. The game gives you a weapon, a little music cue. You feel chosen. You feel ready. You are not ready. Tutorial sections exist to teach mechanics, not to measure your worth as a warrior. But your brain immediately inflates your skill level. You start skipping instructions, ignoring warnings, charging enemies you absolutely should not be charging. Then the real game shows up. The difficulty spike feels unfair because your brain anchored to the tutorial experience. You thought you understood the rules. Turns out you understood the demo. Some of the worst gamer deaths happen right after the game stops holding your hand. You overextend, misjudge cooldowns, forget stamina exists, or assume enemies politely wait their turn. They don't. Basically, the tutorial didn't prepare you for danger. It prepared you to stop paying attention. Number 7, greed kills more than enemies. You're winning. The fight is basically over. The boss is low. Your health is not great, but vibes are strong. And instead of backing off, healing, or playing safe, your brain whispers the most dangerous sentence in gaming history. One more hit. Greed deaths are universal. You want the loot, the XP, the satisfaction of ending it now. Your brain locks on to reward and turns off threat assessment like it's a subscription you forgot to renew. Psychologically, this is reward fixation. Once the goal is visible, your brain downplays risk. Cooldowns? Irrelevant. Health bar? A suggestion. Enemy mechanics? Surely optional. So you commit. The enemy doesn't flinch. It triggers a final attack. Screen goes red, fade to black, load checkpoint. The worst part? You knew better. You felt it, you just ignored it. Basically, greed doesn't kill you instantly. It convinces you that patience is unnecessary. Number 6, reloading at the worst possible time. Reloading is vulnerability disguised as maintenance. Every gamer knows the feeling. You see the ammo count drop low. You think you have time. You do not have time. Your character performs the slowest, most ceremonial reload imaginable, while enemies sprint toward you like they smelled fear. You mash buttons. Nothing cancels it. This is your life now. Here's the brain issue. Humans hate empty resources. An almost empty magazine feels worse than an almost dead enemy. So you reload early, or mid-fight, or in the open, because completion feels safer than chaos. Games punish that instinct ruthlessly. Reload animations lock you in place. They demand commitment, and the game uses that moment to remind you that timing matters more than neatness. Some of the most humiliating gamer deaths happen with a full magazine and zero health. Basically, the reload didn't kill you. Your need for control did. Number 5. Assuming fall damage is forgiving. Fall damage is the most inconsistent rule in gaming. In one game, you drop 3 stories and walk it off. In another, you miss a curb and instantly become a cautionary tale. Your brain refuses to update this information in real time. You see a drop and think, I've survived worse. These deaths feel especially unfair because there's no enemy involved. Just gravity, quietly enforcing rules you didn't read. Psychologically, your brain averages past experiences instead of recalculating risk. It remembers surviving similar jumps and assumes continuity. Basically, gravity is the only boss that never gets patched. Number 4. Pausing in a game that doesn't pause. There's a special kind of betrayal reserved for the moment you hit the pause button and nothing happens. Your menu opens. The world does not stop. Enemies keep moving. Fire keeps spreading. Timers keep counting down. This happens because your brain has been trained by decades of games that respect pause. So when one doesn't, your muscle memory still trusts it. Games with real-time worlds, online components, or hardcore realism modes love this trick. Too late. You weren't ambushed. You volunteered. Basically, pausing in these games isn't rest. It's standing still with extra steps. Number 3. Friendly fire isn't friendly. You line up the shot. Perfect angle. Clean sightline. Confidence. Then your teammate steps directly into it like they were summoned by destiny. Some games forgive friendly fire. Others treat it like a moral lesson. Either way, the result is chaos. Panic. Shouting. Psychologically, this is tunnel vision. When focused on a target, your brain filters out everything else, including allies. Basically, nothing kills immersion faster than realizing you were the final boss. Number 2. Inventory management mid-disaster. You open your inventory to heal or swap weapons. Meanwhile, the world is still attacking you. Some of the most painful gamer deaths happen while staring at menus. Your brain craves optimization. It wants the best choice, not the fast one. You didn't need the perfect item, you needed any item 5 seconds ago. Number 1. I'll save it for later. This one is universal. Healing items, special weapons, ultimates, revives. Later arrives. You're dead. Your inventory is pristine. Your brain hates scarcity. Using limited resources feels like loss, so you hoard. The tools to survive were there. You just emotionally couldn't let go of them. Basically, you didn't lose the fight. You lost the argument with yourself. That's all for today. I'll be making similar videos in the future. Subscribe to see them.